I'm not going to assume anything. You could be 2 women, and it'd be the same.
True, true.
That word choice just kind of irked me. It is 2017. You can't assume stuff. But going in here, we're seeing a Falcon Ditto, so it must be pretty hype right now.
Yes, Meek working his way over low 1 to get to this point.
Yeah,
the
with
upset.
the big upset.
And SETHsational, of course, making his way through K-Stab, not necessarily. And it is an upset just based on where they are seated and the PR.
But they're not very far from each other.
Not at all. So it's just a good win in that respect.
Yeah, and they go back and forth, too, I imagine, as they always have. Although I don't know exactly how this season's gone, but
so far relatively good, and we're going to get right in this match. Of course, the Dittos. These two going to display profound knowledge about their own characters. I don't know how they feel about the Ditto, though, as it can be very tough.
Yeah, the Ditto is interesting, but the thing is being a Falcon main, I think is one of those matchups that you just don't really switch your character for the Ditto, because it's like, okay, who's the better Falcon? And the way people that play Falcon like to prove that is by Falcon Dittoing. He's just that character since 64.
Absolutely. Meek holding down the stage quite well.
Yeah, that wasn't very safe, though. He definitely should have held the stage, having the lead and everything. And now he's on the ledge, possibly going to lose his stock right here.
That right there shows Seth amazing anticipation and knowledge of the character, seeing the Raptor boost coming and spot dodging it. But Meek answers right back with the back air to take the stock off SETHsational.
And are we going to see another upset? We will find out.
Meek is playing very well tonight, and Seth in danger of going down in game 1. And Meek doing a good job of putting on some extra credit.
Yeah, Meek is here to play today. He is doing some work. You can tell. And he's been confident all day, and it is definitely translating.
He's finding a lot of good combos, especially off the up airs, and put on a good meaty 69% on SETHsational. SETHsational struggles to find this stock. He's looking for back airs.
What I'm seeing here right now is some insane conditioning for Meek, to say the least. And that right there, that was, I don't know if I could say that was lucky or just brilliant. That was crazy what just happened there. And fishing a little bit probably won't kill him with anything right here, but he could get a hard read.
Sitting at almost max rage. I wouldn't be surprised if that Raptor boost does, but the forward throw, but meets him with the Falcon kick, or the Falcon the command grab, the up B.
Whatever you want to call it, basically.
From him having I think it is the Falcon kick. I think the Falcon dive is down.
The Falcon hug.
Yeah.
You respect your opponent by grabbing them and exploding into them, basically, is what that move is.
Respect is painful, but unfortunately, Meek is going to go down to a bit of an SD as he went a little down too far. We've been seeing him fishing down low when he's off stage, but he's got a lot of room to play with as he sits up a whole 135% up on SETHsational, who's going to have to play a clean stock and maybe go for an early kill.
And now that's it.
But he's not going to have a chance.
Second up air, even though it was stale, I don't think Seth was expecting it and just went straight up. But just like that game wasn't over, this set isn't over yet, and we're going to see what changes the players can make, and that'll be interesting. It's always interesting to see newer and experienced players adapt. And Falcon Ditto's always fun to watch.
Meek showed amazing adaptation throughout that game, and his movement was phenomenal. So we'll see what he can do against SETHsational in game 2, and can he make this a quick 2-0 and a handshake, or will SETHsational fight right back?
Seth's starting off a lot more aggressive than he did last time. Seth was more like Wally last time, but the thing is that's generally how Meek started to play, at least when I saw him in the scene for the first time, and I feel like he's been only getting better just like everybody else, so that's probably what he knows how to handle the most, you know.
Something SETHsational really excels at as a Falcon main is just overall holding stage control down and pressure at the edge. So he needs to definitely play to those strengths, but Meek has kind of held that neutral down and has had SETHsational off stage a lot more often than he has been.
Another strength Seth has always had is when he turns it up and gets upset or angry, he turns it up. Like, he goes in and he could end your life with the JV2 or your tournament stock, obviously, and not even think about it twice.
What a tech
that
coming out.
Explosiveness is also a thing with Falcons, so that will kill. That I don't think he could have lived that. But that explosiveness is exactly what Meek is showing too, due to being a Falcon main and having this speed that no other character can really match except for Sonic. And these options that are so aggressive that going with that speed, ends up being one of the better characters in the game.
Okay, Meek, you need to calm down a little bit, okay? I understand you're up a stock.
Meek is kind of just like, hey, play.
Throwing out the Falcon punch, but Meek is doing such a great job of just staying out of SETHsational's range. But the knee,
and
what an answer!
Seth in the building. Are we going to see a Captain Falcon punch to get bodied?
That is as clutch as it gets. SETHsational pulling out the stops to keep this close, and this is anyone's game right now. What a momentum shifter that's going to be, and SETHsational is feeling himself right now.
I have to be unbiased here, but I have to say if a man tried to Falcon punch me and I was on the PR Michigan, I wouldn't let him think about that twice.
That's right. And SETHsational answering right back, but oh no, and that's so unfortunate.
And what an unfortunate way to end your stock. I think he is just going to losers, but having to make a losers run at a weekly isn't necessarily the most fun thing.
The trade of trades.
Yeah.